Hey guys, it's SterlingW. Today I'm going to show you how to use the automatic needle threader on your Singer heavy duty sewing machine. I got this sewing machine a few days ago, really love it. This is actually meant for my mom and she couldn't figure out how to use this threader. So I decided to help her out. And also I decided to make a video of it because it's actually very, very simple, but it looks very, very complex as well. As you can see, there's a tiny little needle hole puller, I guess, a threader. Pin that goes into the needle head, which is pretty neat. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the thread it has right now and show you. In fact, I'll show you about three different angles so you could really understand what it is. But first, of course, I'm gonna show you in the first person point of view like this. So let's zoom back out real fast. If you can see, there's that the auto needle thing. You just pull it down. There's a little thing you actually hold to pull it down. It goes right into the needle hole, as you can see, and you can't really see that pin really well, but that little hook actually goes right through the needle head. So it's actually very, very straightforward. And that hook is actually upside down. So all you need to do is put the thread across the two guides and it automatically pulls it through the needle hole. So let's go ahead and do it and let's try this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and tilt this thing a little bit and give it some space. I'm gonna have it give a little bit of slack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it down. It's all spring loaded, so it goes back down by itself. It goes back up by itself. I'm going to thread one line over one of the first guide, which is really large. The guide on the left hand side is extremely large, so you can easily quickly guide it in. Then you run that thread underneath the second guide when the automatic needle threader is actually against the needle. It'll actually hold in place there, even though it's spring loaded. So go ahead and just thread to the second guide in front on the right. And you're going to go ahead and leave a little bit of play on the thing, but you want to hold it tight enough so that that hook will actually catch it. Now that it catches it, well, as it pulls, right, you let it give it a little bit more thread, and it pulls through the needle head. And that's it. That's really about it. Letting it go, it basically strings it through, and there's about a good centimeter of thread that goes through of it. Just do it nice and slowly. You get the hang of it, and after like a few times, let me show you again in a different angle so you can actually better see the guides and stuff. So let's go ahead and pull the thread back out. And we'll go ahead and pull the automatic threader down. So you can see there's two guides, the two V's, that first metal V there. So we'll go ahead and we'll just let it sit there. Once you put it into the needle, it stays put. It doesn't move. So you can easily guide it with one hand, while the other hand and finger moves the little handle. So once you guide it through thread to once, it's kind of like dental floss. You hold it up, and then when you slowly turn it, it pulls the thread into the needle hole, and there it is. That simple. And just let go of that side and let it loose, and let it go back up. As you can see, there's like about a centimeter of thread it pulled in. So with that, you could go ahead and finish it up and pull it through so that you could, thread your thing. It only takes like a few seconds, but initially try to figure this thing out. It took me about 5 minutes to figure out, how to get this thing in. But it's actually, the concept is very simple. So I'm going to show you one more time, just for the heck of it. Needle goes in. Once that hook gets stuck into the needle hole, just go ahead and you could use, two hands or one hand, but you could basically just use one hand and go through it. And go ahead and slide this through. I'm going to just show you a bit. That needle is straight, and once that little hook goes through that little hole, you could just run through the two guides and let it just run to the second guide, and then it basically has a little hook that pulls it right through into the needle. Slow motion, there you go. And as you can see, it pulls about a centimeter into it, and you have just enough lead, and slowly let it go, and it loosens up and lets go of the thread. And there you have it. Now after, of course, you put this in, of course, pull it through, or else you have to do this again. It's after you do it 3 times, it gets very simple, and you get the hang of it. It's the hardest part is you can't really see that little hook, and I figure giving a good video to see the hook is a good visual of it. And after you do that, of course, pull the thread through the feet and up in the back so that it doesn't get caught anywhere. And that's it. Now you could go ahead and start sewing. It takes only a few seconds. It's better than trying to guess and you manually put it through the thing. This automatic needle threader saves a lot of time, and you could just basically rethread the needle really quick and go back to, sewing something for fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This is SterlingW. I hope this how-to video was helpful to you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.